to order. Have a moment of silence and a pledge to the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I did fax a notice over to Star Beacon about our meetings not being in the paper. Actually, it wasn't in again this week, but I don't know.
Here, Ron, old business. What you got?
Well, under March 10th, Carl Tussle submitted a 2014 brine report, and he will take care of spreading brine this year. You guys graded my road 2 weeks ago, almost to the day. No salt brine. I went to him and talked to him, and he said he got a, from down at the main office, the township main office there at the corner store, that he was out of business. Well, I'm just telling you what he said. I know you know that because he told you the same thing.
Yes.
And we just came across Richardson Road, which you guys probably just graded today. And I'm gonna tell you what, if them guys don't come looking for you, you're gonna be damn lucky. And they're gonna be, I haven't seen any salt brine, so I don't know where it's going, flying, are we doing it or what?
Yeah.
I know you guys don't live on dirt roads.
Well,
I'm gonna put a big sign up at the golf course down there, right across from the campground. I'm gonna put each one of you guys' phone numbers on there and tell them to call you guys. Well, I'm just telling you, it's you guys don't live with it.
I talked to Carl, and he told me he's doing it all himself,
Well,
and he's behind.
well, that ain't what he told me, but I'm not gonna
That's what he
debate
told
that
me when
with
he
you.
called me. Well, first he called me and asked me about this, and I says, "There's nobody else spreading brine but you."
Well, all I'm gonna say to you, Roger, is it's a problem, and the people on the gravel dirt roads, it's one of the EPA don't get you guys for all the road going across the fields. I mean, it's bad down there. Ask Roger. We come across there, I said, look in the mirror. It's bad on, especially where he just graded. It's terrible.
Well, they probably just called him tonight about it.
I have no idea. He told me a week after the fact that they did mine, he said he hasn't been called at all on mine. And he told me Ted was supposed to notify him, and I'm just telling what he told. Ted's supposed to notify him on the roads, and that's not happening. That's what he said. I understand. If he can't keep up, hey, you know, you guys need to drive down these dirt roads and see what the people are putting up with after you grade. Hey, it's nice that you're grading.
I called his cell phone, he didn't answer. I gave him a lengthy message of what we expected and what was going on, and I haven't heard anything back from him, but I explained it to him.
Well, we need to do something.
And I don't want to take it away from him. But
Well, I didn't say take it away from him, but we need to do something. Somewhere along the line, the statement was made in their old business, and this is, I think it's October 28th. Yeah, October 28th. You guys wouldn't use that material anymore on the roads, the ones with all the BS about the steel in it, and I shouldn't say BS because they found this out there. But according to John, we beat this horse to death and we've stopped using this material. And you've used it since then, am I correct?
just on,
Well, but what I'm saying, we've stopped.
we didn't spread it.
You used it on Beckwith Road, didn't you? You and Lori walked the road and picked up the
Yeah,
stuff.
we did then because we had to.
Well,
It was
but,
so rough, we couldn't put nothing else
but
down.
what I'm saying to you is statements are being made by you guys.
And
And you're not living up to it. If that's the case, then don't make the statement.
I had residents that called me that wanted something done with it. So I thought, we go out there.
Roger, the statement was made here, you wouldn't use it. I'm just pointing that out. If that's the fact, well then, hey, we may have to use it.
I think the statement was made that we was gonna use it for fill material.
John, this is in parentheses with your name.
When we put culverts, change culvert pipes, we were gonna use it for fill.
This is in your name in parentheses.
Yeah.
Stop using the material. Now, I'm requesting what it costs this township for each employee and trustees per month. Insurance, their salaries. My understanding is we have 2 full-time employees as far as the road guys and one part-time? Or is she a full-time now? So she gets laid off?
No, we just work her last one week.
Well, there is a 2,000, not 2,000, I don't know what it is, an hour
Yeah.
limit. I don't know what it is.
But there's
So if
two.
she goes over that, she's full-time.
We only have 2 on the insurance.
But that ain't what I asked.
Right.
If she's full-time, she's on insurance automatic. You follow what I'm
I know
requesting?
what you're saying.
You follow what I'm requesting on how
Yeah.
much you're getting paid a month, how much John's getting paid, how much Ed's getting paid, and I'm talking about family, spouses, insurance, the whole 9 yards. I wanna know what it's costing this township per month.
Okay. Chris, you got that.
Roger, I think you're trying to do a good job. I think you're trying. I do. I'm not saying, some guy told me once, you know, you gotta give compliments where they should be.
Thanks.
It's not an easy job, I'm sure.
And no.
That's it.
Okay, thanks, Ron. Chuck. Riley.
Last meeting, I brought up about the stolen bank gravel from the cemetery, and all 3 of you got pretty stupid, and I can't believe you forgot all about it in 10 months. 23 loads of bank gravel hauled with a township truck and a township loader, and a township employee on a holiday weekend is an amazing thing. I just wondered what the restitution was gonna be for that.
Well, I checked into that, sale of that dirt that you claim happened, and people say they didn't pay for nothing. So, unless you've got some proof, then we got something to go by. On that load of dirt that you said was paid for $400.
I was told that one person paid $300 to $400 for 5 loads. I have no proof of anything. This is all hearsay. What about the 16 loads that went to Theodore's house?
He's a Monroe Township resident, he's entitled to that dirt as well as you are.
With a township loader and a township truck?
Yeah, that
Hauling out the
was,
cemetery? That's theft.
I was trying to clean up the cemetery, so I let him take that and he delivered it to other people. Cause they called and asked if they could have some of that dirt, the one, Summers, the ones that live on Monroe Center.
Okay.
She called me. I told her we could not clean the ditch or set the pipe for it, that's a county road. But I said, when we haul some dirt, she would like some to cover that pipe. She's a Monroe Township resident, taxpayer like the rest of us. Anybody that wants dirt, we take it to them.
That isn't really bank gravel, that's garbage. If you go look at it, that's been put there over the years. There's plastic, there's junk.
The back of the
It's
pile
junk.
is debris. The front of the
It's
pile
junk.
is bank gravel.
And I would ask Mr. West to go over there after the meeting and take a picture of it. It's just junk.
All right, last meeting,
An
Kath,
eyesore.
Mr. Osborne brought up about Kathy Gonzalez asking about the road sign inventories and stuff, and she made contact with you again on November 11th. It was in the meeting minutes. She asked for an update. Did you forget about it that time also?
I can't remember when we did that.
Okay, obviously you forgot. All right, last meeting I asked about who called the insurance company. Mr. Sherman said he did, but as the discussion continued, he changed to after I made contact. So why did you lie and say you had already contacted him? Are you paying for the tires or not?
You have to send a bill to the insurance company, and then they'll take care of that. That's exactly what he told me. Bill to the insurance company, we'll give you the address and the contact. You talk to that Mike. I talked to him afterwards, and I said yes, and I asked him the proper way to take care of it. The residents have to send in a bill. Then they have to send an adjuster out, just like any other insurance claim. And then they'll take care of it. That's
When it
exactly what
passed, anytime you called and had a complaint of a damaged anything, a broken window or whatever, it was taken care of within about 3 days.
I don't know nothing
And now
about
all of
that,
a
so-
sudden, it's dragging on for months. And then he tells me he knows nothing about it. The township had never notified them. That's why it took so long to get through to him.
I talked to him, explained to him the situation, and I told him that you had 15 tires on a bill, plus one on another. And he said you had to send that to him, and then they had to go through send an adjuster out to look at the tires, and then they'll pay you for them. That's exactly what he said. So, call him again and ask him, he'll tell you. Cause he called me right after.
Are you two talking to the same person?
Yeah, Mike, I don't have his
Next
name.
person.
Okay.
So he told me nobody at the township had talked to him when I finally got a hold of him. You said you did talk to him, he told me nobody talked to him, so somebody's lying. Should I call him and tell him that you said he's a liar?
No, because he called Chris first,
I called him before he called Chris and you talked to him.
and then he called me, yes.
But nobody talked to him before that. You
No.
said you did and you didn't, so
I-
you're
no, I
lying or he's lying.
I didn't, you're just putting words in my
No,
mouth.
one of you is lying.
Well,
So what should I tell him when I talk to him the next time?
just tell him whatever you want, because he'll have to pick out the truth out of it.
When do we get our 16 loads of bank gravel from the township? If it's fair for one, it's fair for everybody. It was never offered to anybody else. So in order to be equal, everybody that wants it gets 16 loads of bank gravel. Same as Theodore got.
There's no bank gravel there. You can have some of that dirt and mud if you want it, that's your choice. Anything else?
And that's all.
Okay. Richard,
Did you do your road reports?
road inspections and signs? Yeah, we started that today.
You been down Pitts Road?
Yep, that sign got taken care of today.
Yeah, 'cause it was down for 2 weeks. It's gone now.
Yeah, we gotta put a new station.
You been down Whit Road?
I haven't, no.
We got a sinkhole over there on Whit Road by the covered bridge.
Yeah,
It's been there for over a month.
Ted informed me of that a couple weeks ago.
On Weaver Road,
Which section?
from 7 to Middle Road.
No, I haven't.
That was. What's wrong with that?
Everything's okay on that?
I drove down there about 15 miles an hour, it needs dry.
That's paved part of the road.
Pardon?
That's got that chip and tar down there.
I drove
By
down
the
there all
golf
the way
course.
from Bo B to Meadow. So what's the
We're
part?
talking from 7 to Middle. That part got that chip and tar on it, so how's it need
Not the
brine?
whole road does.
Well,
I drove the whole thing.
so how is the road?
I thought it was in real good shape. Somebody's been out there and maintained it.
How's the signs?
Which sign?
But you did inspection, you just down there. Did
I
you check the
checked
signs?
the road.
Did you check the signs?
Which sign?
Any signs on that road? Did you do your inspection?
The stop signs at the intersection, yeah,
You did?
yeah.
Okay. How's those warning stop signs?
I haven't been
There's a
down
bunch
there.
of trees in front of the warning stop signs, so it's kinda hard to see those warning stop signs.
On the east end.
I didn't have any trouble seeing it.
On the
And you
east end,
guys,
there's a tree across it.
you guys spend a lot of time at that cemetery mowing, which yeah, the cemetery needed it.
We can only be at one place at a
Let
time.
me finish.
We got
Anyways,
36 miles of road, Richard, you know, you drive every day.
Well, there's 3 other trustees that should be on those maintainers maintaining the road, brush hogging the roads back and making it look good for Memorial Day too.
We can't be everywhere at the same time.
I understand that, but I ain't seen a trustee out there doing stuff for John here. He was, Kirsch, he was out here weed whacking at the township here. That's the only time I seen it, anything was being done.
Yeah, it did a nice job.
So, on the phone report, I requested a copy for the phone.
Well, you'll have to go to the prosecutor and take
No,
care.
that's your job, that's what you're getting paid for.
That's his personal.
You take care of these
He had it.
employees. You gotta take care of these employees. You're letting them do what they want.
No, as long as they do what I
It's just
ask
like
them
you
to do.
did that maintaining his driveway, the gravel, this slander people on the phone, you know, Robbie, it's gotta come to a head sooner or later.
It sounds like to me you have a personal problem with this guy.
Apparently, he's got a personal problem with me,
I
cause
don't
if he's slandering me, I ain't slandering him yet.
I don't know anything about that.
Don't know anything about that.
You were right there when you accused me of being in the work zone over there, and I wasn't. And I had all the neighbors,
None of the neighbors told me that you weren't.
they come right over and told you.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
My brother was one of them.
He didn't complain at all. Your brother didn't. I talked to him. He
Oh,
was
you
calm.
didn't?
He was calm.
Okay, so I'll bring him to the next meeting.
Bring him, because I talked to him right there. I talked to
Okay.
all those people that day. We were
Okay.
jumping on the
Really?
pile of dirt right by the backhoe. You're in the work
Yeah.
zone.
And I told you. Then I jumped on the pile, and this is how you were in your work zone when you had the machine shut down. You had the machine shut down, we're all talking. I jumped on the pile and I told you this is how you're being in the work zone. I wasn't in the work zone in the guy's yard.
He still had the backhoe running.
So this guy's got a problem with me. You need to get it taken care of.
You got anything else?
My report. My copy.
On what?
Oh, you forgot that too.
On the road signs?
No. The county auditor. The letter
It's
that's.
not from the county auditor.
State auditor.
Yes.
You got a copy of that yet?
Chris, we got a copy of that thing.
Because anybody fills out a paper and sends in, they're gonna make copies for themselves.
I didn't make any
Correct.
copies of that. It was a questionnaire about the audit. That's all it was. It was a
You're supposed to
questionnaire.
keep copies of everything you
Yeah.
do.
They sent me it. They didn't send these guys.
How you
in.
gonna back your word up? You don't know what you signed.
I didn't sign nothing. All I did was fill it out for them. They
It
wanted.
said right in the minutes that you signed the paper to send back to them.
It was a questionnaire on
But you signed it.
illegal activities in the township.
You still signed it.
I didn't sign it.
They
I
sent
sent
it
it back. It was, all it was 10 questions.
Do you have the copy?
I don't have a copy of it.
Anytime you bring something to the meeting and bring it to the meeting, you get
Anyway.
entitled to a copy of it.
Okay, you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Osborne. Roads.
I got something to bring up on the minutes of the last meeting. It says here, last meeting, he asked, that's me, the most important part is left out. Roger Sherman said that he went down Fox Road.
I've been down it numerous times, yes.
I'm talking about last meeting. Within the past 2 weeks before last meeting, you said that you went down Fox Road.
Yes, I did.
And I asked you then if you've seen all the potholes in that road. And you said yes.
They're long.
And I asked you if you've seen all the brush laying alongside the road. And you said yes. I said there's no potholes in that road and there's no brush laying along the side.
Yes, there is.
So it was a big lie that you told me right then.
I don't think so.
And it's on Facebook, but I like it in the minutes. That's put in the minutes, because I use these minutes to go back and question you guys on different things. You told me, and there's guys sitting right here that's heard that.
Yeah,
And you can ask them. If I asked you that and what your answer was, and you go ahead and ask them and see what they say.
I'm not denying it.
You're not denying it.
No,
In other words, you did not go down Fox Road.
Yes, I did.
And you said you seen those potholes in the road.
They're along
And
the
there's no
edge.
potholes in the road.
It's on the edge of the road.
No, there's no potholes on the edge of the
Yes,
road. Come on.
Go down there and look.
Yeah, you look. There's no potholes on the edge of the road, and there's no, the only thing on the edge of the road is breaking up a little bit on the edge of the road there at the top of the hill on each one of them. And that's all there was, but there's no potholes there.
There are holes right on the edge of the road.
Okay.
That's
Well, they
exactly-
filled the one in, the big one on down.
How about the brush that you said you seen laying along the road then?
That one curve, it's not right on the edge of the road. But there's brush here, it needs cut back, yes.
I said along the edge of the road when I asked you. And you said, yes, you seen it. Now, make an excuse for that.
I'm not making any excuses.
You're a big liar. That's just what you are.
I'm just doing what you did.
Now, I'd like that put in the minutes,
It will be,
okay? I'm gonna hold you to that.
guaranteed.
Then, there was some other, issues here about this, on Fox Road, about this issue too, if there was any,
Money for paving.
money for, paving it. And you said you had to look back through and everything, and I says, all three trustees are here that was on when that was done. I says, go ahead and ask them. Well, you mumbled something to John Briggs over there, and I don't know what the answer was. But, there was not.
There was none. Okay, because I was told that if there was, you couldn't reapply.
Who told you?
When I was down at the county engineer's office.
County engineer, okay.
I talked to Tim Martin about that,
Okay, I'm gonna talk to Tim Martin about that.
and the way he explained it to me is if they issued it, it had to be done. Right?
Done right.
Okay, if he issued it, but he didn't tell you that the money was issued for that paving of
He
that.
didn't have, no, he didn't have the information in front of him.
Okay,
I was down there working on this other issue too, and he told me I could come in there and he'd help me fill it out.
the cemetery did look good, but I made my comment to the supervisor of the cemetery because you trustees are not involved in that anymore. So that's why I never brought it up before you trustees. I told the supervisor of the cemetery, the one in charge, that the cemetery did look good.
Well, you know, some of us did work over there too.
Pardon?
Some of us did work over there also.
I don't know.
I emptied garbage for 3 days in a row to make sure it was clean for Monday morning,
Okay.
myself. And I even took the backhoe and smashed it down in the dumpster so we'd have enough room for it.
Did you get permission from the supervisor of the cemetery to do that?
Do I need permission from her?
Well, that's what he told me. He told us that,
No.
Lori's in charge of the cemetery and that's that. We
Yeah.
have it on the minutes here.
When you got a volunteer, she's in charge of it. And
He
she
didn't say
want it
that. He
done
didn't say
right.
that in the minutes.
And you know, also, at the time this went down, you were complaining about the south end of the cemetery. Well, I think that's where the ruts started coming from with the lawnmower.
No, it was the north side.
You said south end.
I don't know if you guys who are sitting in here remember what I said or not, but
you
it
know,
was
we
on
can't
the
have a
north side where
volunteer just coming
that
in
blade
doing
was
what
bent
he
or
wants to do.
something. And you could still see those marks yesterday when we went over there because it dug in so bad that it didn't grow back. And when they mowed it the last time, it still showed up. And if you go over there tonight, and you'll see where it showed up. But anyway.
I think your exact comments that you got from the superintendent from the cemetery was you said that it looked better this year than it did last year.
That's what I told her, and it did.
Okay.
It was a mess last year. Okay, to get back to this, there's several things here. Cemetery dirt. Last spring I seen you, Roger, and I said I'd like, a load of cemetery dirt. Okay, I'll get it for you. Then the midsummer time, I said, Roger, I'd like a little bit of cemetery dirt. Okay, I'll get it for you. Then last fall, I said, Roger, I need a little bit of cemetery dirt. Okay, we'll get it for you. But in the meantime, you hauled, I don't know how many loads out, all over the place, and I didn't get one. Now, if, I know you don't like me, and that's all right.
No, I don't have a
Because
problem.
I'm gonna make a truthful man out of you, is
I
what
don't
I'm
have
gonna
a
do.
problem with you, Harry. I don't have a problem with you.
But anyway, I have a tractor with a front end loader on it, and I got a trailer. And I'm bringing it up before the meeting here to get your answer. Can I go down and load my own dirt and bring it up to my place with my tractor and my trailer? Don't shake your head. Let's hear it out, voice wise.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you bring your trailer down there and I'll load you. You just let me know when. Because if you let one person in there doing that, you're gonna have a zillion over it.
Okay.
You just let me know when and I'll load you.
Well, that's not gonna work because
Well, it's-
I said that last year. I have a trailer, I'll bring it down and you can load it. Well, I'm not
No,
gonna.
you didn't call me.
No, I didn't call you.
I'll make sure you call me. You tell me.
Set a
the
date right now.
and I'll be there.
Okay, that's for that. Now, you brought up, Roger, that, they was talking about this Beckwith Road and, you're putting that material on. And you said you got, calls from different residents that wanted something done to that road. Could you give me the names of those
Yeah,
residents?
Jeff Ring,
Jeff Ring?
yeah.
Well, I guess you can call
He's
it,
called me too.
I guess you can call it.
Mrs.,
Yeah.
I know her, I can't think of her
Lives
name.
right there by Ford Road.
Yeah, Ray, Mrs.
Yeah.
Ray.
Yeah.
Ray, yeah, Ray.
And her daughter, I don't know what her name is, she lives in that house between Adams and 7th.
What's her name?
I don't know what her name is. Her mother called, wanted us to do something with that section too. I never talked to her until we were down there putting it on the road. And she stopped and thanked us.
Well, you ought to remember her name then, if you talked to her twice.
I didn't talk to her twice. I talked to Mrs. Ray. But I talked to her daughter, she pulled up with her truck and thanked us for fixing the road and went on her way. That's all.
You never got her name or anything.
No, I didn't ask
It's
her.
Mrs. Ray's daughter then.
Yeah, that's what she said. I don't know her.
Now, on these tires that you was telling Chuck about, if I remember right, maybe some of these guys can verify it, when this was first brought up, you told them that they had to turn it into their own insurance company. And then their insurance company was gonna contact your insurance company.
Yeah, that's just
What happened in the meantime then?
after I talked to this Mike.
Well, wait a minute. Did you talk to anybody before you gave the answer?
Yes, because that's what you normally do.
Well, they changed the policy then?
No, this Mike said that he could just deal with it if people would send him the stuff.
What's this?
Normally you go, when you have an accident or any claim like that, you go through your insurance company first, and your insurance company takes care of all the paperwork and goes after the other insurance company.
Well, if he's gonna take care of it and so forth, then the policy's either changed or it wasn't that policy to begin with.
That's the way they normally want you to take care of it. When I talked to him, he said if this is a problem, then he could step up and take care of it ahead of time. I'll give you his number if you wanna call him.
You know, people's right to speak here. And so I went to the Ohio Open Meetings Act, Chapter 2, Section 3, and it's brief, I'll read it. Right to hear but not to be heard or to disrupt. All meetings of any public body are declared to be public meetings open to the public at all times. The Open Meetings Act does not provide or prohibit attendees the right to be heard at meetings, and a public body may place limitations on the time, place, and manner of access to its meetings as long as the restrictions are content neutral and narrowly tailored to serve significant governmental interests. Further, a disruptive person waives his or her right to attend meetings, and the body may remove that person from the meeting. So anyway, that's the law that applies to people speaking here. So,
But it also acts as if you let you talk, and he talks, and he talks, and he talks, and he talks, and I talk,
so against the rules for you to interrupt me like that.
but you interrupted me last week.
I don't know if I did.
Yeah, you did.
I raised my hand and Roger called
That
on me.
interrupted me.
He called on me after he was done talking with you.
Yeah, he raised his
No.
hand.
I wasn't done talking.
How would you know?
How would I know? I can get the recording here.
I'll make this up.
Yeah.
All right, but the point is, you know, this is just a perfect example of how not to run a meeting. And Roger's new and he's been thrown into the frying pan. But you shouldn't be talking and you shouldn't be talking when I'm talking. I'm talking to Roger.
Hey, you
And
never
here you
seen,
go
you
again.
never seen me,
Go ahead.
you never seen me speak up until I'm called on. There might
You
be
just
other
did.
people that'll speak up, but I wait till it's my turn
And
and
you
then
won't
I,
stop.
Okay.
And you won't stop.
well, hey, if they was doing everything according to the way they should be doing it, there wouldn't be anybody here. You was here last meeting,
I'm
and
not
you
giving you
remember,
my opinion.
you remember when I asked Roger about Fox Road.
Anything else, Mike?
No, thank you.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Was that a
Hey, Roger,
lot?
I got one more thing if I might. State line over there by Kenny Reed's, it's breaking up right there by his mailbox, I don't know.
Motion over there?
Yeah, I need a motion.
I'll make it.
The mail shouldn't be going to Chris, should be coming here.
Oh, God, no.
And I know 4 of us in here would donate their time
Don't be on that road.
money for the mailbox.
Ron, you're local to me. Ain't that a
What? Wait a minute, I'll just tell that.
local or local?
Yeah, I just, they know me shut up. But the other guy, he didn't even sign a piece of paper there.
I did wait,
So-
when I seen you in your car, I didn't know.
Then you waved in on the way back too.
Come on, select, put this out in your car.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Cleveland.